This will be our third video for this section. We're going to look at what's called a paragraph proof. We've been writing proofs in a two-column fashion. Proofs can also be written as a paragraph. This is where the statements and reasons in a paragraph proof are written as sentences. So you would use words to explain the logical flow of the argument. So here's an example. In the figure, line R, that's this one, and line S, that's this one, are parallel. And angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. Prove that line P and line Q are parallel. So we now have 4 ways to show that lines are parallel. We just need one of them here. Let's make sure we believe that this is true first. We have parallel lines. That means that we're going to have congruent angles here. We're going to have congruent angles here, angle 1 and angle 2, because these lines are parallel. These angles are corresponding. So if angle 1 is a certain measure, it's going to match whatever angle 2's measure is, because they're corresponding angles and the lines are parallel. Now, if you look at the diagram again, if angle 1 and angle 2 are congruent, and we know that angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent, doesn't that make angle 2 and angle 3 congruent? And those are alternate interior angles. If they're congruent, then you know that these two lines that make them are going to be parallel. That would be the converse of the alternate interior angle theorem. Okay, so I'll do my best to try to write this out. I'm going to say that we know, I was going to use cursive. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm thinking it's a bad idea. We know that line R is parallel to line S. And angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So notice how I wrote this out as a sentence. Because it's given. Since line R is parallel to line S, and angle 1 and angle 2 are corresponding angles, angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 by, you have parallel lines, these are corresponding angles, by the corresponding angle postulate. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. So, maybe not use so again because we already used so. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, which means angle 2 is congruent to angle 3 by the transitive property of congruence. So if we have angle 3 and angle 2 congruent, those are alternate interior angles. Thus, line P is parallel to line Q because angle 2 and angle 3 are congruent by the converse of the alternate interior angle theorem.